It's Thursday night and the feeling's right. We're gonna cast some spells and fight. Side quest. That's still the name of this show. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Side quest Sesh. How's everybody doing? How's the Glass Cannon boys doing?
Who are they?
I don't know.
Is that some boy band you're into, Troy?
Yeah.
The Glass Cannon Boys.
Glass Cannon boys. They only released one LP.
You liked them before it was cool?
Yeah. Now they sold out. Now they're opening for Metallica.
If you had known, oh, I'm good, thanks.
Are you?
Yeah.
You seem like you're not good.
No, actually, today was a red letter day. Would you like to know what happened today?
You got a vacuum that you forgot to take out of your shot?
It's not. It's you
The
can't.
vacuum. Look at the stream, Troy. The vacuum has been framed out.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, look at the vacuum on my Zoom.
How about that lint? How about that lint roller behind him? Huh? I can see that loud and clear. Why don't you use it on your
Is that
chest?
is that a dream catcher on your door?
Yeah. What is that
What?
thing?
No,
We've talked about this
many, many times. This was what they gave out after I graduated from college. They're like little Statue of Liberty head things you put on that says NYU Grad Alley.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh.
But no, something really special happened today, and I'm now that he was mean to me, I'm reluctant to tell everyone. But Grant followed me on Peloton.
Oh.
I should say this shouldn't seem like such a subservient situation. Matthew requested that I follow him. I didn't go out of my way.
Grant said, "What Peloton 2020 team did you join?"
Oh, I got
I'm
receipts.
debating.
Bring it on, motherfucker.
I go ahead and read it. And I told him, and then I said, also, if you wanted to follow me, my username is this. And then he did follow me. And what I discovered is that Grant, even though we have basically the same amount of rides, Grant is a beast.
Really?
Yeah.
His output is quite substantial.
I hear him. I can vouch for that.
Oh, really?
He could power a small New York City building.
He might be able to power his entire building.
During my rides lately, I averaged like 120 watts any given second. So I could do 2 light bulbs.
What are the odds that he cheats? I would think if there's a way to cheat, Grant's figured out a way to beat the system. Like that time he put the Fitbit on his ankle.
You know, we are all friends with a certain medical doctor whose name I don't want to necessarily use now in case he wants to remain private. But I'm friends with Dr. Oz on the Peloton, and he effing crushes it. Like he's almost at entirely like 100% resistance the entire time on his rides.
Oh, shit, is that good?
Yeah, it's insane. It would
Tell me he's crushing it on the reg?
Yeah, on the reg, bro.
Holy
and do you want to know about?
shit.
Do you want to know about his nugs, Troy?
Tell me about those choice nugs.
They are choice, and they are the dankest nugs you've ever seen.
Look at those eyes.
I know what that-
Beautiful.
Happening.
So
I don't know what's happening either. I'm sorry I opened the door.
I'm also a little confused how you follow someone on Peloton because my understanding was that those bikes don't move.
No.
Hey, this kid coming out hot.
guy's got new internet. Thinks he's
My internet works again. What?
Yeah, what is that beautiful background you have today?
This is my hometown of Denver. This is the
Oh.
view, in fact, of a few blocks away from the house I grew up. This is looking out from the steps of the Denver Museum of Nature and Science at a
quite
gorgeous Denver sunset. And you can see the Capitol Dome here, too.
I feel like you could do a newscast from that with that view.
I'm tempted.
The Skids Nightly News.
Tragedy struck tonight when a pair of albino alligators escaped from the Denver Zoo, killing 3 innocent park goers. Back to you, Reynalda.
Or at 11. Oh, well, we're going to have some fun tonight. I mean, we always have fun. Can we top last week's funometer? I don't know.
It's a phonometer. First off,
I'm sorry, it's a phenometer. This might be a sadometer, I think, or an upsetometer, a medometer.
am I gonna have to pull out my trombone for a sad trombone live?
Oh my God. Can you?
Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, it's right in there. We'll see.
Don't tempt us. Grant. Don't tempt us.
It'll happen if it needs to happen.
You would have a trombone. Bet you cheat at that too.
I was first chair by cheating. No, I was just really good at it.
No, I'm just a very impressive trombone player.
I'm absolutely releasing on social media a video of me riding the Peloton while playing the trombone. I'll be playing like 56 trombones in the old. Oh man, that's my midlife crisis.
How you doing, Joey-O?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great.
Oklahoma?
Still in Oklahoma, where literally the wind does come sweeping down the plain. It is so windy here, like every day, just like on normal days, not on stormy days, like a normal day. There's like a steady wind all the time.
The hot wind, though, right?
Oh, yeah. It's so hot here. It's insane. And I think it might be wrapping up. I don't want to make too many commitments, but I think about a week or two we'll be back.
Been politely asked to leave.
Yes, yes, very subtly, but very politely.
The children can stay, but you drink too much, and we prefer it if you wouldn't be around anymore.
My father-in-law is like, I'm tired of coming down to my refrigerator on Friday morning, seeing it completely empty. I thought you said you were working.
Well, there's only so much bread in Oklahoma.
The children can stay, but we won't take the Irish.
I also had a little banner day, speaking of sort of like social media-y things. For the first time ever today, I followed the Glass Cannon on Instagram, which I literally didn't know I hadn't done that.
It's real.
I went on to the thing today and I was like, does that say follow? And I was like, whoops. And it's like clicked it.
That is, that's how we do things around here.
We got another one. I don't know who it was.
Another one. Every follower counts.
Yeah. Run a real tight social media ship around this.
Yes, we have a unified vision of how we approach social media.
Right. Yeah.
What was it? What was there a particular post that inspired you to finally follow us, Joe? Or
I think it was the little tease, the little August 1st tease.
August 1st, tease.
I was very excited about that.
Yeah, I don't even think they've announced this stuff, but oh man, stay tuned. We have so much shit going on with the network, even though we haven't left our homes. There is so much exciting stuff coming up. COVID be damned. We are marching forward with some really exciting plans. So stay tuned. But in the meantime, we've got an all-time classic tonight that is going to start off with some intense controversy. I don't know if you guys are ready for this.
what? Oh, gosh.
What?
I don't know if you're ready. It's the kind of thing that if it happened to certain players at this table, it might be a fist fight if we were here in person. I'm going to say it right now. Grant and Joe would be the ones throwing punches in my direction, which I would then block and then redirect so they bop into each other like Three Stooges. But the target of this this pretty crazy ruling I'm about to make is going to be our old friend Matthew Capitacasa. Now, if you'll remember last week, there was a moment where I nat 20'd Braven with one of the shadows.
No, you're not.
And I didn't confirm the crit. And we were like, oh, you lucky son of a bitch, because if I had rolled double strength damage, you'd be gonzo. So I rolled 1d6. I can't remember what it was. But then we were like, exploding dice. And I was like, no, we're not going to do that. And I stand by that decision.
Hold on a second. What do you mean you don't remember what it was? It was a 6.
It was a 6.
That's what brought up the conversation.
Right. And even if it wasn't a 6, like, I want to kill you. We all want to kill you, but I don't want to kill you on a house rule. Do you know what I mean? Exploding dice is a house rule. Your argument of like, we've never done it with strength damage.
It's unpopular.
Yeah.
It's definitely unpopular to kill a character based on a house rule.
I don't want to do it that way. I'd rather it be, I want to earn it. Let's go to the other end of the spectrum.
So this has been a long preamble for whatever's about to happen to me.
It really doesn't sound good so far, Matthew.
No, the odds are bad. bad things.
He's already playing the world's tiniest violin in his fingers as he's telling the story.
We have this little thing we do. We call it hands off the chess piece. When you move on, hands off the chess piece. If you're like, oh shit, you know what? No, it's an extra 10d6 damage. Or like, oh, that would have hit. Oh, I would have saved. Or like, sorry, hands off the chess piece. We got to move on. We're doing a show here. This is live. Hands off the chess piece. I believe when we first talked about that rule, I said it doesn't need to always apply to me because I got a lot going on, and I will be invoking that privilege tonight because when Matthew got hit by the invisible lurker of light, not so much Matthew as his character, the Crystal Ghost. He got hit bad. You failed a fortitude save and took a poison that added 1 strength drain to your already weakened form. I forgot to add the 3d6 sneak attack damage.
Oh my God. Because
Now
he's invisible.
Because he's invisible and you're flat-footed. Here's the thing. Hands off the chess piece? Sure. But just like it wouldn't be right if I killed Grant with a house rule, it wouldn't be right if I just sat here and let you go on without the true damage you should have received, which is another 3d6.
I have objections. Would you like to hear them?
Sure. Why?
I don't have objections to taking the damage. That's fine. That's what should have happened. I should be very, very injured.
Like we agree then. Let me roll those 3d.
I just object to the last statement favoring Grant over me. Just because you're afraid of Grant's brawn doesn't mean you should be unfairly singling out me for hands off the chess piece revocation.
I
shouldn't have used Grant as an example.
Here's one.
Yes, I agree.
Here's one that doesn't require any ad hominem to get its point across. Not killing someone on a house rule. Well, I mean, you're attacking me with your argument, right? You're saying I'm garbage.
Well, no, I'm just attacking you. My argument really has nothing to do with it.
Okay, fair enough.
If
it inadvertently attacks you,
has a fan critical ever killed anyone in this game? Any PC? Because that's a house rule too.
That is true. That is true. I believe so in one of our other shows. But if you're not following,
I didn't say anything.
Oh Jesus! Well, we'll edit that out of another.
Yes, Grant, it has. But all we can talk about is the future. Even though I'm going to talk about the past, the 3d6 that I forgot to roll. Let's take it a step further. We ended last episode with me telling you a half a round later after you... this was from an attack of opportunity, by the way. It hit you with an attack of opportunity because you were running to the back to save the girl. You didn't know it was there. Swiped out at your Achilles. Moments later, you feel a presence behind you. So my goodness gracious. This thing is coming up behind you to possibly attack you again. But we still haven't resolved the 3d6. So what happens to you after this 3d6 will greatly alter the end of last week's episode. However, I will not change the fact that I said you feel a presence coming up near you. Perhaps you're feeling it as the light goes from your eyes. One thing at a time. Let's roll 3d6. Okay.
I mean, right before we went live, I said to Troy and Skid that things were bad, but I remember them being worse. So now they're much worse than I thought. What is it? What's the damage?
10 points of damage.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Oh, that is a respectable ability score roll.
Best thing that could happen to you right now is for you to tell me you are unconscious and dying.
Well, I mean, I could tell you that, but it wouldn't be true.
Just tell him. Tell him what he wants to hear, Matthew.
Do him a service for once, would you, please?
Help the man out.
Be kind to him. He has been so kind to you.
I'm
Because I
currently
said to
sitting
myself, how many hit points?
12.
Oh, you might be fine then. I
Yeah,
said to
'cause
myself, if you go under from this attack, then when I end last week's episode, is it going to attack an unconscious person? Probably not. Might do something else. But in this case, it will in fact attack you again. The weapon crits on a 19 to 20. Just throwing that out there.
This is a beefy little creature.
Yes, I was reading about this creature today, and it led me to a forum where I realized that this encounter in this module is got a little bit of renown to it. People who play the game in a way that we don't, like constantly, all the time, know all the modules
Accurately
by the rules, know this encounter, and I think we're about to find out why. Let's resolve this hit. Perhaps the last time the crystal ghosts will ever live. If it hits, it will do damage, and then it will also do sneak attack damage.
Oh.
Just bringing up my stat here. Okay, roll to hit. Where is it? Oh man. Okay.
Hey, he could not want it.
I get a +2 to attack because I'm invisible, and you're flat-footed.
Wait, you get a +2 to attack because you're invisible?
Yeah.
Since when?
Is that a creature ability?
Creature thing?
Yeah, it's when you're invisible, you get a +2 to attack.
Since when?
I, however, rolled a natural 1.
Oh my God!
Of all the dice I ever wanted to fudge, that was the one.
Oh man, it swings both ways.
Yeah, no, I read that you get a +2 to attack when you're invisible.
I've never. That doesn't ring.
Did you
any
read
bells
that?
for me.
Did you read that in your dream journal?
I might have. It is a named creature, by the way. So $50 to direct relief, and tell them what they win, and I'll look up where I got that +2 from.
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah.
How have I never been taking advantage of that in
You
all
get
the
a
times I've been
+2 to hit.
Yeah, good.
An invisible creature gains a +2 bonus on attack rolls against sighted opponents and ignores its opponent's dexterity bonuses to AC, if any.
Here's the thing. One of the things I have more of in this quarantine, a little more time to like dig into these rules that I just am like speeding through before we prep. And this is one of those ones. I was like +2 to hit while invisible. So I wrote it down. I wrote it down in my journal.
What's the bonus? A +2. Just +2 bonus.
Oh, what the
not a
bonus
typed
is?
untyped bonus?
Circumstance, maybe?
It seems untyped.
Anyways, a natural 1 is a natural 1, so it doesn't fucking matter. I'll tell you what, I probably would have hit you with a 2 because I've got so many bonuses.
but my flat-footed AC is not that terrible, actually.
Okay, what was it? Just for shits
18.
and giggles.
18.
Oh, no, I would have had to roll a middling roll. Would have hit you. Natural 1.
Well, what about does he have multiple attacks or no?
Yeah, you got to confirm it.
No.
Okay. All right. This one then from Brian in Syracuse, New York.
Hi, Brian.
Do I take it out or leave it in? While winding up to deliver a massive blow, you slip and take a tumble and drop your weapon. You stand up, but don't see your weapon on the ground because it's lodged in your leg.
Oh,
No. You provoke an AOO from enemies within range and your turn is over. So useless. You
he
cannot
can't-
move while your weapon remains lodged in you. You can remove your lodged weapon by spending your standard action to roll a successful heal check. On a fail, you can reattempt on your next turn. So this guy can't move until he rolls a successful heal check on himself. That's crazy.
This is not at all how I thought this would go.
Man, we always manage to wriggle out. I'm telling you, every time.
What a crock of shit. Who was that guy?
That was
Brendan?
Brian in Syracuse.
Old Steve. Fuck that guy. All right, it is.
You lodge the weapon in your leg, and you cannot move unless you make a successful heal check.
Damn it! All right, it's Braven's turn. Now remember, obviously, when you're if you're trying to attack an invisible creature, you got to roll some sort of perception. A DC 20 will give you a general direction. If you want to try and pinpoint it, it's a very high perception check, and I take pluses and minuses based on my invisibility and what am I doing? Am I moving? Am I attacking? Am I speaking? So it's not that he's impossible to hit. He's just very hard to pinpoint. And then even when you try to pinpoint him, say you nail that perception check, it's still a 50% mischance.
And much like
tough thing.
Much like Braven, I cannot see the enemy either because we're currently on a different map layer on roll 20. So if you could move me there, I would love.
Oh my God, I didn't have the map there?
No.
Can't see the map.
Can't see
sorry,
the map.
guys.
There it is.
Now we do.
Oh, there it is.
No, it is a tricky sitch.
Another thing to think about is right before the Crystal Ghost got the old dagger to the leg, or actually, no, it missed when the lurker got the dagger to the leg. She had freed one of the children from the vats, so it's just like frozen in candle wax, but it has been taken out from a show of force from the Crystal Ghost. There's two other bodies in there. One looks like a child, one looks like an adult.
I thought she breathed. I thought she woke up. Am I misremembering that? Didn't she like breathe? And we were like, oh, she's alive.
Yes, she did. You're right. Okay. So she's out.
So
I also cry out extremely loudly in pain to offer Braven some additional information as to where the lurker might be.
Okay. Fair.
question for you.
Yeah.
Normally, this is an item that I mean to put into my traveler's case, but I have something close to it that I'd like to know if I could use several actions to use. This is a similar multi-action, perhaps disappointing results situation like Joe had last week.
I'm listening.
I have chalk in my backpack. I would like to pull out the chalk as a move action and grind it up as a full round action in my hands, and then pull a Michael Jordan, LeBron James onto the invisible creature square so that we can see it. You're supposed to have chalk dust as the item. I don't cheat. I tell the truth. I would tell you I had chalk dust. I just have chalk in my bag.
Well, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. The problem is you can't do the move and the full round action in the same round. You know what I mean? So you can move, pull it out, go do something else, and then next round, full round to grind it, and then
that's a lot. That's a lot of action economy.
2 rounds.
So, and I'd want to get close to the Crystal Ghost in order to heal her. The closest I can get is about 10 feet away from the Crystal Ghost, and I believe diagonal to the square that I think the Crystal Ghost told me that the invisible creature was in. So if I wanted to attack said square, you were talking about the mischances and everything involved in that. I
will say if the Crystal Ghost says it's there, you feel like she's helping you pinpoint it because she felt it come and miss at her. So it's just going to be a 50% mischance.
Okay, I'll roll everything at once then in the tray. Here comes. It is an 8 on the die for a total of a 16, which doesn't hit probably to begin with, but I rolled 1.
A 1 altogether. So yeah, it's a big old miss.
Yep.
Okay.
As the chalk lies in your backpack, thinking like, I thought that was going to be my moment, and then it breaks into song and becomes animated like a Disney movie. All right. After Braven, it is Alfonso's turn.
Oh man.
Alfonso the Strong, as they call him.
Alfonso the Strong. Feeling a little weaker now, though. So we had another rule thing come to light for Alfonso this week, written in by a listener that was very upsetting.
Break it down for us, Joe. I forwarded the email to you, and then you were like, hey, did you see this email? I forwarded it. I was like, yeah, I sent it to you. And I laughed as I did.
Yeah. So basically, the feat that I was using to drink my extracts, not elixirs, extracts as a swift action, does not apply to extracts, which does not come up in anything that I read, except the FAQ on the Paizo boards where they errated it and clarified that extracts are not included because it says potions, elixirs, or other potables, and they clarified that extracts do not count for that.
What a shame.
And so
they're so different.
Right.
What kind of bottles that in?
It's like being an expert speed eater, but like at hot dogs. You can't eat all the pies that fast.
Yeah, you can eat like a bunch of steaks at the same rate.
So I asked Troy, do we maintain the sanctity of Pathfinder and let me retcon it and take a new feat, because I would never have taken it if I would have known it didn't apply to my character. Or do I preserve the sanctity of the narrative we've created and break the rule for the remainder of this character's life? He went with option A, wisely, I think. And so but he was generous enough to let me swap it out. So I swapped it out for something freaking awesome. And you're going to regret your decision.
Okay.
So,
and as I said in the email that I forgot to send, it doesn't come into effect until the start of the next combat.
What? But you never said that. Is that still a draft? So
my draft folder, I didn't send it. I should have.
So yeah, I give you. Obviously, you always have full power to veto anything, but you may veto this if you so choose. But here's what I did: I went back and took the other feat that I was like deciding between, which is a feat that allows you to take another investigator talent instead of a feat. And so I took another 3rd level investigator talent called.
If this is a talent that allows you to see invisible creatures,
yeah,
I'm not gonna let it happen.
It's mutagen. It allows me to make mutagens, which you don't just make. You have to spend a talent to make them. So now I can make mutagens, and really you just make mutagens to increase your strength, your dex, or your con. That's what they do. You can make one a day. It's available until you drink it, and then it lasts for 30 minutes. I'm a 3rd level investigator. 30-minute buff to that physical stat. So okay. I want to say, retconning, that I have a mutagen of dex just on me that I could drink. Is that cool?
I'm fine with that.
Then I'm going to drink it, which is a standard action.
Anything that you think is good is ultimately useless in your hands. So
always
you could have made it a potion of bull strength +8, and I've been like, sure, go for it.
So I am going to drink that, and then I will use a move action to note the direction of where he is. Okay. And so still,
Crystal Ghost is still like calling it out over here.
Okay. Yeah. So that's my round.
Good round. Let's start the beginning of a new round. It is Karazor's turn. Last round, you came flying in here and killed the human man, the sickly-looking human man. There's a man and woman. You just swept in and boom! I think it was the man, might have been the woman, in one shot. Now you see this scene here where Crystal Ghost looks like she's in rough shape. What do you want to do?
Karazor. Now I feel like I should have sense theme-wise, just based on the fact that I'm a gnoll. I don't. So, but my perception is terrible. So
you do wear very small glasses.
That's true. It's true.
I will say, as long as Crystal Ghost is pointing out the square where it's in, until its turn happens and the situations change, I'll allow you to swing in there at a 50% mischance.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So yeah, Karazor is still weak as a cub. Is going to push past Braven, lift his sword as best he can over his head, and try to bring it down where he thinks this thing is.
So weak, because remember, he ran into the room last time and took 2 attacks of opportunities that both hit from both shadows. So he's really fighting against a lot of strength damage.
Yeah, he's about at half what his normal strength is right now. And he misses.
He misses. Let's keep moving through here. It's Crystal Ghost's turn. Crystal Ghost, if you remember, you succumbed to a poison from the weapon of the Lurker in Light, which is now lodged in its leg.
Did it poison itself?
Yeah, did he roll on the poison?
The poison was expended when it hit Crystal Ghost. I would have to reapply it. Once a poison hits, trust me, I would love to not do that and just have it always have poison on it. But yeah, no. So I'm going to need you to roll a fort save. Now, I was reading this interesting thing that our good buddy David Winters sent today that was a blog that I think Jason Bullman put up, just kind of walking you, poisons in you. And I believe you can roll this fortitude save at any point in your turn. It just has to happen before the end of your turn. And if you decide to delay or ready in action, you still have to roll it now. So you want to just get it over with, or you want to do something fun and then roll it?
No, let me do something fun first, and I'll roll at the end of my turn if I have the option.
Hey, Jason Bullman said it. It must be true.
So remind me, I'm looking at where is the other kid?
All right, so you pulled her. It's in the same vat with her, so that one to the north. Right.
So I could free the kid.
Yep. Strength check. You had a real massive strength check to be able to make that happen.
Oh, right. And I
could certainly try.
All right. No, you know what? I'm going to try to do some damage onto this lurker in light. However, I'm going to put power attack on again because it ups my AC.
Do it.
So other benefits, and let's just hope for a good roll. Here we go.
Okay.
Crush it.
Okay. That's going to be a 17 to hit.
Okay, roll 50% miss chance.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And now I'm going to do 51 or higher hits. Is that how we do it here?
Just let me know what you roll, but yeah.
Well, I want to know which one is good.
Yeah, 51 or higher would hit if the 17 hits.
Okay. 78.
That is pretty good. Unfortunately, a 17 is below its AC.
God. It was so mean. It was so mean making me roll the mischance.
It made everybody watch, too.
I was like, he wouldn't do this. This is just bad TV. He wouldn't make me do it if I hadn't hit.
Roll it, and everybody watch him. While you're rolling dice, why don't you roll me a fortitude save?
I'm not done with my turn yet.
Roll it.
I'll roll at the end.
Okay.
Can I take a 5-foot step
Yeah.
over? Is
Into
this
the
space right next to the vat? Is that a space I can?
Yeah,
stand
I'll
in?
say you're squeezing. You're kind of like pushing yourself up against the vat.
Yeah.
Your back like rubbing against hard candle wax that's leaked over the top.
All right. Fortitude save.
Ow! Ow!
Natural 20.
Oh.
That would have been useful on the last.
I mean, you don't realize. Dude, the next fail was going to be 1d3 strength damage on top of all the other shit you got going on. Instead, you are cured of that poison until it hits you again.
Things are looking up.
Things are looking up.
Wow, we really turned this around.
Really need something good to happen here. So you're telling me I need a heal check to remove this?
According to you need a heal check.
According to this random fan. Yeah.
So I mean that's what it said.
Heal check. What's the DC? Crystal
DC
Ghost
15. DC 15. Well, the standard is DC 15 for heal checks to do this kind of stuff, stop bleeding, that kind of thing. Hold on, I'm looking it up to just double check. Make sure we cross all our T's here.
Fuckity fuck. Damn it, shit, fuck.
It says, hey, at least you didn't provoke any AOs. You can remove your lodged weapon by spending your standard action to roll a successful heal check. There's no DC listed. The standard successful heal check is DC 15 for usual stuff, but I've never heard one for pulling out a weapon. I mean, I'd house roll. You could just pull it out and take bleed if you want.
Yeah, but you can't. The creature can't move until it's out, right?
Yes, but you can take standard actions without your weapon. You cannot move while your weapon remains lodged in you.
But it shouldn't take a trained surgeon to just pull it out. I mean, you can pull it out and suffer some other consequence, but you wouldn't have to just leave it there.
Right, that's what I would rule it. But
Yeah, I understand the spirit behind it. It's like it's a heal check because if you don't pull it out the right way, you might bleed to death. But this is a fey, fucking magical creature.
Yeah, it's not like Excalibur.
Either way, I got to eat the standard action. It just seems like it's piling on. You got to eat the standard action and do it. But that's part of the fumble. I want to stay true to it. All right. Well, you guys didn't touch me. That's what I'm going to do. Crystal Ghost, I want you to roll a will save.
A will save. Okay.
You feel this like pressure come down on your head, just like you can feel it like a weight is crushing you from above, and you're trying to withstand it.
All right.
You got a good will?
I do, but I rolled a nat 7, so that is a 12.
No. 12.
That's not good enough.
You, my friend, have been dominated. And you hear its voice in your head. And the voice says,
No.
Take off your mask.
Oh, no.
The worst possible thing!
How dare you?
It could say, put the child back in the wax, and it wouldn't be worse.
Tell me
Take
to
off your
stab my friends.
You must obey to the best of your ability now that you have been dominated.
But what if it's
Now-
against her nature?
It is against your
I
nature.
hate this fucking line in this spell. I hate it.
Nature.
However,
Yeah,
it's
you
not
know, it's
asking you
against
to
my nature.
stab
Just
Braven.
doing whatever I'm told.
Right.
I'm also exceptionally weak. The mask is on there pretty. I had to get it like really, really tie it really tight. So,
Take off your mask. What do you do?
I assume I do it on my turn, though, right?
I guess that's the command, and that's my turn. I can't move. I can't even take a 5-foot step because I have a dagger lodged in me. But I'm happy with my round.
With any luck, you'll die before your next turn, man.
With any luck. And then no one will touch my mask once I'm
Right. We'll bury you in the mask.
Oh, this is amazing. All right. It is Braven's turn. Oh, you know what? We might just have to take that all back. You can't dominate tieflings.
Oh.
well,
Thing we tried
and
before.
off the chest piece.
No, I'm
We'll
giving
never
you.
know. We
I'll
will
take
never
it.
know.
I'll take it back and not. Damn it! I forgot this. But we did this to you before, and we had to retcon. I don't even know if we retconned it or what we did, but
Yeah.
I caught it soon enough. Oh God, that would have been fucking great. Well, can't do it. So instead, I'm just gonna throw my computer out the window. I hate when you have a cool idea and the rules are like, nope.
Well, did this creature know she was a tiefling?
Oh.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Don't you
Late.
You shouldn't metagame, Troy. That's what you taught me.
So awful.
You should work with the character's knowledge.
So awful.
She is disguised after
knowledge
all.
arcana on me.
Terrible. Terrible.
Look at his face.
It's bad enough that I'm taking off the amazing dominate to remove your mask. Fuck. All right. Forget it. I will just do something much worse. Where am I standing? All right. Basically, Karazor and Braven. A wave of colors spray from that space in your direction. Both of you roll will saves.
Hey.
Wait, me? Was I one of the targets?
It's Braven and Karazor. Okay. Where's Alfonso? Yeah, Alfonso is out of the range of color spray.
Natural 20 on the save.
Natural 20. You're going to be just fine. Braven, you're pretty weak. Can you see? Are you stunned?
+2 on my will save, but I rolled a natty 17 for a 19.
Unbelievable. All right. Great round. Great round for the lurker in light. Great fucking round for the lurker in light.
I failed my save.
God. Braven, it's your turn.
God, so yeah, Braven wants to sneak past, but has seen this creature do attacks of opportunity before. I want to keep on trying to get close to the crystal ghost to heal her, and yet she ignores my advances every time. So Braven will take another attack into that square, and hopefully results will be better this time. And we'll call out to the crystal ghost, if you can, get closer so I can heal you. Nope, 29. Miss.
God, give me every opportunity if I can just get this dagger out of my leg. Alfonso, I can't.
Yeah, seriously, it seems like you could just take all the time in the world.
840, I would have been a TPK by now. Instead, I got a dagger on my leg while you guys just stabbing my face.
Okay, Alfonso is going to move up next to Braven.
Okay.
Is he within 5 feet of the target?
Yes, as far as you know, you saw him stab into that space, and that's what Crystal Ghost was saying. It's right here.
So now I know where he is. But I guess it doesn't really matter that much mechanically. But Alfonso knows he's there for sure.
Yeah.
And I will just try to take a stab at him.
Feel pretty confident. 50% miss chance.
I got a good chance at this. Provided I make the check. That is a critical threat with a natty 18. Now, I rolled a 50, but I haven't seen the other die. 56.
Yeah!
Oh my god!
It's one of my favorite numbers.
Now roll to confirm and then roll the percentile again.
That's a 16 to confirm.
Not confirmed, but you can have your exploding dice. I'll give it to you.
Exploding dice. All right.
He didn't roll a natural 20, Troy.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
then we won't do
that
that.
was just a natty 18 based on my
Question, you have a cold iron weapon, right?
I do, yeah.
Okay, so this will all cut through if you remember it had DR, cold iron.
Minimum damage, 7 points of damage.
You know what?
But at least we struck true.
There might come a time, an hour from now in this same fight where that 7 points will matter. Let's go to the top of a new round. It's Karazor's turn. You feel as if Alfonso was able to strike true. What are you thinking, Karazor?
Yeah, I think he's just going to keep... Actually, he is going to take a 5-foot step to get into flanking position. Can an invisible creature be flanked? Is that like a weird thing that can't happen?
You know what? I don't know. It can't take precision damage, right?
Right. I mean, I think being flanked is something like you're being distracted from opposite angles. So I would think that would.
I think you can because all flanking requires that you threaten a square.
Right.
So if you're threatening the square, then
yeah,
you can flank it.
Okay. So he is going to try to flank and swing again with his great sword. Natty 16. That's a 19 to hit.
Okay, roll the 50th triumphs.
59.
That is a hit.
59.
Yeah! That is
nice.
Ooh, okay.
I am just
18 points of damage.
Oh,
God.
Bavon.
You have
amazing.
a cold iron weapon?
I do.
You do. Of course you do. Of course you do.
We're
Cold
experienced. I don't think you've met module adventures, Troy. We have to be prepared for anything.
Cold iron is the cheapest thing to put on a weapon.
I know,
It is
that's
true.
First level characters all have cold iron. All right, fine.
It's like getting the stock rims. So it's the first thing you replace.
This is a big round for Crystal Ghost here, I think. Tell me what you're thinking, CG.
I'm thinking I'm going to try to save this other child.
This would have been you taking off your mask, an amazing role-playing moment. Can't do it.
The Crystal Ghost thinks about taking off her mask, but then she realizes it's totally against her nature and she can't be dominated. So
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm going to try the strength check to get this other kid down.
Okay, let me. I'm going to look up the DC for that strength check while you do that. And me talking right now is to stall to look up that check.
While you're looking up that check, why don't you tell me about the kid?
Oh, the kid. Let me tell you about the kid. I found the strength check. That's a kid.
Okay. You
It
ready
looks
for me
like
to roll?
it looks like a boy, perhaps, maybe wearing in like an apron. That's all you can really say.
All right. I have a -1 to strength. Natty 18 for a 17.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Joe could roll that check 10 times with a +5 to strength and fail 9 of them. You pull the kid out with one hand, spin him around like a Harlem Globetrotter on your finger and put him back.
Like a true comic book hero.
Okay. And then the Crystal Ghost will then move here because I don't want to incur an attack of opportunity. But I can follow Braven's instruction.
Right. Why do you think that wouldn't incur an attack of opportunity?
Because I can go from there to there.
You're doing the old sidle, yeah. Okay, I'm fine with that. It's my turn. I'm going to try and take this dagger out.
By the way, got an update from the writer of the critical.
Is that son of a bitch watching?
Sorry. Should have wrote DC 15 heal check.
Where is he? Show your face, Brian. That's pretty awesome, though. Get that email right now.
He sent it over Discord.
DC 15.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. Fuck you, Brian. Natural 20, not even shitting you. You know what?
Man.
I don't care that that's a quote-unquote wasted 20 because I was going to keep myself honest and just fucking waste rounds until that came out. This is huge and game-changing. So the dagger comes out, and then, as far as you know, there might be a 5-foot step involved. This is going to require you to now roll perception to see where the creature is, to try to pinpoint its location.
But it's probably within 5 feet of Alfonso.
Actually, that was a standard action. It can take a full move. So you're all fucked. I'm cursing a lot tonight because I'm so fired up. It's Braven's turn. Braven, you don't know where this thing is, but you heard a laugh.
Hold on. Everyone wait. Give me a moment. I can track him down.
Braven's plan was not to confront the creature this round, so he's going to take a 5-foot step towards the crystal ghost, nod at Alfonso, and say, "Go get him." As he's on the move, he's going to reach out to the crystal ghost, touch the crystal ghost, and will heal the crystal ghost for a total of 16 points of heal.
Nice.
Wow.
But now, because we are leveled up, you take 4 points of permanent non-lethal damage until you rest.
Okay, so I've now got 10 points of non-lethal damage.
Oh, wow.
What was the other from?
I don't know. I had 6 points of non-lethal on my sheet.
Have I
happened before?
I don't
What
think-
is your? How many hit points do you have active?
Now I have 28.
I was going to say, because if your non-lethal matches your current hit points, you hit the floor.
No, even if the non-lethal happened first, I had enough that I
Have I
would
healed
save it.
you this rest period? Because you shouldn't have it if you've rested.
I don't know that it was from
You can just
I
keep
don't
it for
remember where it was
safety,
from.
but yeah. Okay.
I do remember it happening. I think it was down in this basement.
Oh, maybe it was one of the shadows or something that gave it to you. I don't know.
Yeah, or
maybe.
a fumble
Or
or,
the-
something.
or the
but
can-
I
yeah,
remember.
got
I think it was from a fumble. So maybe that gets healed because I just got magically healed.
Oh, right. Yeah.
If it wasn't from me, it gets healed.
Regardless.
But yeah,
Yeah,
the 4
yeah.
points definitely stays.
Regardless, huge here, especially where this creature is now back on the move, weapon in hand. But it is was that Braven? That was Braven's turn. It's Alfonso's turn. You want to sniff?
Yeah. Sniffs the air.
General direction, the other way now, in the direction of the altar. I would say, you want to know more than that? You think you get more than that?
Well, is it just like, basically I want like a degree. Is it like straight along? Is it a little north or a little south?
No, a little north.
A little north. Okay, then he will... Wait, what are we calling an altar? Is the circle in the middle an altar?
Yeah, this makeshift horrible.
Then he will move 5 feet, 10 feet. Is he within 5 feet of him yet?
What happens if you are?
I know exactly where he is.
Okay, then yes, right there.
Which one?
Hey, you know what? I'll even make it visible when you know where it is.
Nice.
Okay, awesome.
This is the actual pawn too. It's obviously it's a lurker in light, but this pawn is a named character who was drawn just for this AP.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's
For
awesome.
this module. Cool, right?
Cool looking, yeah.
Oh, that's really great art.
That Honey Nut Cheerio eating mother.
I'm hungry for
that,
breakfast food.
Don't forget that Shift Z John, dude. Try it out sometime. Try it out for size.
I don't have time for Shift Z. Wait, how's that work? You just You hit it and then you shift Z.
Click on it and then hit Shift Z.
That's perfect. It's amazing.
Much better. Much better.
Well, that saved a lot of time.
Good trick.
Look at those abs. And
I know. It's one shredded lurker in light.
I'm just thinking about it being the lurker and light Messiah. It looks like Jesus on the cross.
All right, so you know where it is. You walked right up to it. This is a huge turn of events.
Yeah, and Alfonso's going to point out exactly where it is. That's the most he can do, unfortunately, this round. But hopefully Karazor can get a swing in.
What was your standard? Was Sand a standard?
Send is a move, so it's a move and a move. Last week I fucked it up, and I actually smelled him, ran to him, and then threw a bomb. And in the edit, like relisted, I was like, "Wait a minute."
It's crazy. These rounds are cooking. I wish I had actually kept track of how many rounds, because this is on a pace to be one of our longest combats, I think, in terms of actual rounds. It is a new round, and it is Karazor's turn. Karazor, Alfonso was like, right over here, so you know where it is.
Okay. As Alfonso is frantically pointing, Karazor lopes over. He's got a little bit of bloodlust right now. He's
Pull the creature down.
He's kind of slipping into his nullishness instinctually, and takes another swing. No, that is a natural 2. That is a miss.
Oh, he's ice cold. Ice cold.
Ice cold.
Crystal Ghost.
All right, the Crystal Ghost, and there's no. All the children are free at this point, right?
Yes. Looks like there's one adult still in the wax, but that's all you see.
All right.
Mind you, this creature is still invisible. I'm just showing it to you so that you know where it is, because Alfonso has detected it.
All right. The Crystal Ghost will leave the adult for now, and we'll swoop over to stand in front of the creature, and we'll take a swing.
We'll swoop Zoni.
Putting power attack on, because why not?
I just tell you what, I'm having a great time right now.
All right.
This is awesome.
That is a miss. That is an 11.
Now I'm really having a great time. But you know that feeling when you're just playing, even though there's an audience, and you're just like, this is just a really fun game. This is fun.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now. And it's even more fun because it's my turn. Still invisible. 3 targets. Got his weapon back. 3d6 sneak attack damage to whoever he hits. If he hits, crits 19 to 20. 3 different options. How about a d6? I could add a v8. 1, 2, Karazor. 3, 4, Alfonso. 5, 6, the Crystal Ghost. Alphonse Joe.
Oh, man. It's my turn.
There it is.
It's my turn.
Miss America. All right, here we go. Oh, inches from a critical threat. Instead, it's just a massive hit. It is not poisoned, but you will take damage, and then you will take sneak attack damage. Ooh, that's going to be 5 regular, and then 3d6 on top of that. Ooh, there's a 6. Another 10 points of damage on top of that.
Man.
Spah! And then that beautiful scent that you have, you smell it like it's right there, all but disappears. The creature. Oh wait, you saw where it moved.
I see it.
Damn it! There it is. There it is.
This is a losing battle.
I'm over
This
here.
isn't gonna
I'm
work.
over here. No, I'm over here. Yeah, no, I'm not. I gotta go back to the old GM layer. See ya.
I have just noticed on the chat that I have made a mistake, which is that on one of the crits from last week, Joe should have been rolling a number of my attacks.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. I bet you Joe conveniently forgot that as well.
I was excited about that. I was looking forward to
How many more? I think it was 2 rounds of attacks, right?
2 attacks.
Yeah.
Just 2 attacks.
And it's back on, starting right now. Joe rolls her next 2 attacks. The creature
I didn't even know that you rolled attacks. You just rolled up and did one?
I did.
Okay.
And I did one before, too.
Oh.
So I missed on both of them, but...
Good. Well, I'll get 2 more misses in the mix. It's Braven's turn. Braven, the creature has moved. That's all you know.
Yep, and the crystal ghost is hurt, but so is Alfonso at this point. Who looks more injured to him as he does a quick up and down both of their bodies, caressing every curve?
The of your friends or
yes,
the children?
Yes, my friends.
Oh, I thought you were caressing the children's curves.
No.
I don't know. I don't keep track of people's hit points. Who looks more messed up? Crystal Ghost?
I'm pretty messed up.
Are you really?
Yeah, because A, I don't have a lot of hit points, and B, I took 10 non-lethal from that crit, and we never healed, or from that fumble, and we never healed. So I am at 13 left with 10 non-lethal.
Oh, wow.
And the heal for me would heal both hit points and non-lethal all at the same time.
Yeah.
So it vastly increases my staying power in this fight.
The only question I have is if you take that...
That's my lobby for the heal.
Do you take the 4 hit points of non-lethal first, die, and then come back to life with my... Like, what happens there? What is the order of equations, to use a algebraic term?
I don't know. I would assume it's after the fact.
Instead of paying the burn cost yourself, you can cause the recipient to take 1 point of burn. If you do so, the recipient takes 1 point of non-lethal damage per hit die he possesses.
So, I mean, I guess you have to spend the burn to do the ability, so maybe he takes it beforehand.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense to me.
The burn.
So you'll take
he takes that burn.
You'll take the 4 points of burn first. Are you sure you want to do this, Alfonso?
Wait, the 4 points of burn
hit me
takes you.
That's what I was saying.
14, right? It knocks you out.
I don't know what to do, dude. I don't know what to do. You do whatever you think.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
Because like he'll be up and better, but the downside is he'll be prone. So like,
oh, not bad.
But like, I'm not going to keep playing this. Like, use 2 move actions to point at him, and then like, Well, I mean, actually, if Karazor and Crystal Ghost hit, then like that makes a big difference.
You go unconscious, collapse to the floor, and then the power of Christ compels you to heal yourself for 17 points of healing. So you're at 16. You net out at 16.
Yeah. I wonder if you hit the ground unconscious and held onto your weapon.
All right, heal 16.
Kermit sips his tea.
I feel like it happens in the same, like within seconds of each other. So he probably crumples.
He hits the floor. Yeah. Takes another 4 points of damage from the fall.
Hold on a second. I think that I'm even now, right? Because I took 4 points of burn, and you just did 16 points of healing. So all of my non-lethal is gone, and I'm fully healed. So like, that was worth it, I think, to be unconscious for 1 split second.
Yeah, I mean,
the only downside is you're prone.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's reasonable. I think it's reasonable to say that going unconscious resets the burn because it's like resting, but it makes sense to me. But I think it would be a GM rule. I think you might technically.
I'm sorry.
You might technically still have 4 points of burn from me.
You're right. I'm sorry. That burn doesn't go away until you rest. You can't heal it from.
But you're still at 16 hit points, but it's only 4.
I forgot that rule. Yeah. All right. Great. Thank you.
Okay. All right. It is Alfonso's turn. Alfonso, you.
Oh, wow, that was fast.
Yeah.
He will grab his weapon, get up. Is that my round? I guess that's my round.
Yeah,
so he stands up, and then he'll use a move action to note the direction and give everybody else a chance. I mean, do I think he went to that southwest corner?
Somewhere to the south. Doesn't feel like the corner.
Okay, so he points in this general direction over here, just to the south of the altar, and says, over there, I can smell him. That's the best he can get, the most accurate he can get right now.
The best a man can get. Karazor, that's all you have to go on as we start a new round.
Man.
For you, an impossible perception check.
Yeah, I think Karazor's going to just hold because he has no chance of finding this thing on his own.
Yeah, I mean, that's really, I think even a nat 20 in this situation, I'd have to do the math with all the different pluses and minuses. You still wouldn't be able to pinpoint.
Yeah, it'd be very tough. So yeah, he's going to hold.
This is scary because now it's the Crystal Ghost turn, and then it's its turn, and he's
going to ready an action. If he knows where the thing is, he is going to move and attack.
Okay. Is that considered a full round action to move and attack, to ready that, move and attack, or you're allowed to do that?
You can do that.
Okay.
Yes, you can ready an action to move and attack. You just can't ready a full attack.
Okay.
A full attack action you can't ready.
That's smart. Crystal Ghost, it's your turn, and then it's its turn. And its turn could be a doozy.
So all I know is that it is generally over Shma somewhere.
Shma, yeah. You can roll. How's your perception?
My perception is not bad.
Not bad.
Oh, I just had an idea.
You should.
your idea,
I
Grant?
discourage those, Grant. You know that.
We should take out any sources of light in here.
Well, yeah, I you know how many characters I wish I had in this room besides Alfonso? I was like, oh God, all those times I could have cast darkness, or I had darkness as a racial ability. Oh man.
If only Metro were here.
Right.
So what are the sources of light in the room, Troy? Are there a lot? Are there a few?
There is a bright light emanating from the altar. And then there are sconces on the walls that are giving off dim light.
I can try to deal with those with my water later.
Okay, the Crystal Ghost is going to move to the altar and try to pick up whatever the source of light is.
Okay. The whole altar.
Oh, I'm at the altar.
You're at the altar. So I can tell you right now, the whole altar is emanating this bright light.
Oh, so
there's some sort of magic going on
some
here.
sort of magic. Okay,
It
so
would
that's
need
not
to
really.
be subdued with magic.
All right. Well, then instead of that, the Crystal Ghost is going to try that perception check to see if she can.
Okay. You don't want to write your will. That would be a standard action to just kind of last will and test.
Last will and test.
Last will and test.
What is dead may never die. And then I'm a ghost because I'm a ghost. Get it? Because it's a ghost.
That's fun.
No.
So here's the perception. 14.
Nah, man. Alfonso might be the only one that has potential here. I don't know.
I mean,
you pinpointed it, didn't you? Last week, you rolled a crazy 30 something, I think, and I had a bad stealth roll.
Yeah,
I can't remember. It's very hard.
We're just gonna have
not impossible.
We're just gonna have to let it kite us. And
I haven't done it. I haven't actually taken my turn yet. I just did a perception check.
It's fine.
So I'm
now your last will and test.
No, now I'm gonna move in the direction of where I'm gonna move towards the door.
Okay.
And
you can always say I'm attacking this spot, and I'll be like, go for it.
Well, do I incur any attacks of opportunity?
When you move to the door, you do not. Now
All
maybe
right.
it didn't take it.
Maybe it didn't take
Maybe
it.
it's not there. Maybe this isn't even happening.
Well, in a sense, it isn't.
True.
But I'm going to take a swing at this spot.
Okay. This spot, yeah.
Oh, Joe, you have to roll the die.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on. Come on, baby.
It'd be great if it's not there and he still rolls a natural one. That would be amazing. It's like the ultimate fail.
All right. I don't like your positioning. I don't agree with it, but I will roll it. All right, here we go. Come on, O'Brien. Give it to him. Give it. No. I got the concealment, but that was a natural 4 on the D20.
That's not going to do it.
Classic O'Brien.
I did use power attack, though.
Classic O'Brien. Sorry, Matthew.
No, it's okay. That's one less roll. One fewer roll you have to roll for me.
That's right. Get him out of the way.
Amazing. Oh, God.
Okay. It's its turn. Oh, I'm really thinking about this. I have never, if I do what I'm about to do, I've never had the time or taken the time to do something like this, but I'm really thinking about it. Because it raises the stakes. So yeah, I'm going to do it. Oh man. Okay, I do it. That's the end of my turn. It is Braven's turn.
No.
oh, he did it.
Best game ever. Best game ever. Best.
He did it. I think he poisoned his weapon so he could get one of us next time.
Yeah, that's right.
Braven is going to.
Wait, was the room that we fought the shadow in, was that dim or dark?
I believe it was dark, but you had some sort of dancing lights or light situation that made it.
Yeah. No, they all have dark vision, and I brought a torch.
That's right.
That was the deal.
We could go back into that room.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But then we're abandoning the kids that we were trying to save, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but he would have
to be sacrificed.
I think that thing, we got the sense that the thing that's attacking us will move on to the kids, right?
Yeah, the sense you got from the role play, just what a great, well-written encounter is like, you can't be like, all right, we'll come back later, because he's going to sacrifice the children to do his next ritual.
Right.
He already said that he helped call a satyr into from the first world into the material plane, and now he's going to sacrifice these children. That's the sense you get, and the other dude or woman that's in the vat to bring more minions from the first world. So
He's going to have to get those kids back into those vats, and he ain't got his henchmen anymore, though.
It's true. It's true. He just has a dagger and a lot of spells.
So Braven is going to reach out and touch Alfonso one more time. That's a total of 7.
No, I'm good.
You don't want to be healed at all?
No, I'm full.
It's 16?
I was at 13 when you healed me. I just had 10 non-lethal damage already.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, great.
I'm good.
That's
I'm
perfect.
Good.
Understood. Then Braven will move southerly. 5 feet.
Southerly.
5 feet at a time. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay. As you try to move into that space, you are stopped. So go back one space.
Okay.
You feel a body press up against
Feeling
you.
hotter. And Braven will attempt to strike out at that spot.
You know, it's funny, in all of our games that we've ever played, before we even had a podcast, I feel like this is, and even it's not 100% right, but it's the closest we've ever done invisibility
Correctly.
correctly. The closest. Still not 100%.
Yeah, we're trying. We
It's
strive.
amazing how far we've come from.
No,
like,
but
only today we're like, +2 to hit? This is how close as we can go.
I also just love that this is a perfectly well-lit room. We can see every detail in it, except for it's a great scene, just us all kind of looking around and just Alfonso smelling the air, and that's great. I love it. Here it comes. Natural 20 with a 56.
Another 56! You rolled a Lawrence Taylor?
That's 2 critical threats on a 56. 2 critical threats on a 56.
To confirm,
Wild dogs, baby.
You won't confirm.
18.
Not confirmed.
Exploding dice.
Exploding dice, yes. Unless you're doing strength damage.
Here it comes. And
This dude is dead.
magic bludgeoning water for the purposes of damage reduction.
We're gonna.
Again, I can't stop rolling the 17 points of damage.
Unbelievable!
No exploding dice.
It is Alfonso's turn.
Alfonso's turn.
I can't ready an action. You can only ready one action, but I'm gonna take my turn now. So I'm gonna move.
Okay.
in
All right, so
order.
Karazor is now going to Igu.
So there it is, the little bugger. 1, 2, 3. I can't quite get into flanking, but he's gonna get all of catty corner behind this creature, take a swing at the square he knows it to be in, and that is a miss. That's a 15 to hit.
Oh, my buddy caught his dog.
That's strength. I rolled a 12, but my strength is so low. I have no bonus.
Yeah.
Wow. It is now Alfonso's turn. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Do you know where it is? Both Braven and Karazor have attacked into the space where it is.
He's going to move up and attack. I think he's got the best chance of anybody besides maybe Braven, odds-wise. All right, come on, buddy. Let's do it. He stabs with this cold iron rapier. That is a 21 to hit. and another 56.
Yes!
No bullshit.
LT, baby!
One of my favorite numbers.
I just rolled another 56.
Wow.
That is insane. Insane. 21 to hit. And he will do, come on, get good this time. 9 points. Cold iron, piercing, DiMaggio.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Chipping away, LaValle.
All right,
But
is.
somebody's going to get poisoned. Somebody's getting poisoned.
It is the Crystal Ghost turn. Crystal, you have Joe rolling for you for the last time.
Warming up my dice.
You know where the creature is. Yeah, absolutely enormous.
First things first, the Crystal Ghost says, "Children, run out this way," and points to the door.
Which door?
The door I'm standing right next to.
Okay.
So they can get out into the door. They can get out of this room.
Oh, I thought you were talking to us.
Yeah,
You're being like idiots. Get out of the room.
no, the children. The children.
I
I call
understand.
children.
I understand now.
And then I will move down into flanking position. So, Joe, will you go ahead and roll me an attack roll? I get to roll my percentile dice, though. There's nothing in the crit said that I have to give up my percentile roll.
It's your attack roll.
I reserve the rights to roll a 50% mischance.
Wow. I mean, you're saying that. I don't agree with that. That's an opinion. It's not a fact.
What does the text of the spell say?
Here
What
we
does the
go. It doesn't matter. Natural 7. And a 46. So
Okay.
go fuck yourself.
The fumble worked as it was intended to.
Yes, it sure did. Hey, at least I didn't roll a natural 1. We set our standards low when Joe Go Brian rolls for you.
All right.
Braven.
What do the children do?
It's not their turn.
right.
I can't find a children pawn really quick on roll 20. I looked up child and I couldn't find one. So I'm going to put.
Some of the most obvious things are just you can't find.
I know. So I'm going to put these 3 frog warriors.
Perfect.
There you
See
go.
those? These are the children. These 3 tadpoles are the children. For some reason that came up when I did type in baby after child didn't work. It was either that or this little gif of the baby. Oh, you guys can't see those, right? Because they're on the GM layer.
Yeah.
They're not invisible too, are they?
All right, here. This is that's the clip. They're the 2 kids. Now you know where they are.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
And they're like, oh my god, oh shit.
Save Peter Billingsley's.
And they run. All right, Braven, are you still at 2 effective strength? Or did you heal strength?
I have done nothing to heal said strength and damage.
Okay. That last fucking shit. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy here. Braven just came up. Almost crit it. Now the rest of you are surrounding it. Let me just put it on the map. What are we here? We're all friends, right? Let's just see it. There it is right there.
Oh, hello.
We know where you are. You can just come out. We know where you are. I'm nervous.
You come in here and you have a little bit of a parlay, and the thing is like, get out of here. We're in the middle of doing something. I have the Baron's approval to do this. Go take it up with him. Leave me the fuck alone. And you're like, those are children and some dude. Stop. There's some weird shit going on here. And he's like, I told you to leave. And fight breaks out. You guys are able to land some hits here over the course of a few rounds. There is an escape threshold for this creature,
Oh no.
but you have not hit it.
Oh, wow. You always say that right after we hit it.
Yeah.
And you build it all up, and then you're like, and I have no choice but to run away.
It goes to stab at Braven with its poisoned weapon.
Why me? The play by Matthew Capitacasa.
That's going to be a
It has to be
19.
min 27 to hit.
19 against flat-footed.
Actually, as... Oh no, I can't do it.
What?
I have an ability called Suicidal. That allows me to make myself the target of any attack originally directed against a creature occupying an adjacent square, but I'm not adjacent to Braven.
Oh, that would have been...
I could have taken it for Braven.
Great.
Oh man, what a great moment that would have been. And I'd much rather have Braven in the party than the Crystal Ghost. Shit.
So
Instead, this dagger comes out and hits Braven.
And I hate to break it to you, it misses Braven. That's why I'm so upset, because my...
19 against touch!
Oh, I thought it was flat-footed. Touch, that's an absolute hit.
Wait, no, it is flat-footed.
If it's flat-footed, that is a miss.
Ooh.
20 flat-footed
Wow.
for Braven, gas car, the unbroken.
How is that human?
I don't understand. I thought your AC is
You
based on
lose your
dex.
dex bonus. What is your dex bonus? It's gone.
It's +1 from Dex. All of my armor bonuses from my medium armor.
That is absolutely insane.
Wow.
What do you use when you hit with your raise? Don't you use a ranged bonus?
Yeah,
What's your dex score? Your dex
+3.
abilities?
It's effective +7 with the breastplate. It's effective +1 with the breastplate. It takes away 2 of my total +3 bonus.
Ah, okay.
So
Okay.
the armor check, the max dex. Well, actually, the max dex bonus is +3. Let me to make sure this is being.
Oh wait.
+2.
+2 to hit for invisible. Does
Then
a
that's a
21
hit.
hit?
Then that's an absolute hit.
Oh no.
Hand was off the.
Oh,
I
it's
got nothing.
+1 dex right now because I have heavy encumbrance from. It would be +3
From your
normally.
strength damage.
Yeah.
I would
So
sit here
you
for
have a
10 o'clock.
16 dex.
My dex is a 17, but yes.
Okay,
Same effectively.
I would sit here until 10 o'clock until this was a hit.
Yeah, I know.
I'm glad we did it by the rules. I can't believe that.
Yeah, and
All
I
right,
can't believe we talked so long about that +2 bonus at the top of the
I know.
show.
Then we just see, everything goes out the window. Let me take you a walk down what's about to happen here. Let's roll out some regular damage. Not bad. 3 points of reg.
Okay, 49 hit points. I am looking good.
Let's roll out a little bit of fucking sneak attack damage. 9 points of sneak attack.
40 hit points. I feel great.
Now here's the thing. The shadows had a feature that if they drain your strength to 0, you die and turn into a shadow. That is not the normal rule. If you
Right.
take strength damage from this thing, it's just gonna... You get to 0 strength, I don't think you can move. But it's not gonna kill you and turn you into shadow like the shadow's special ability. However, all that out of the way, I need you to roll a fortitude save.
Okay, I'm going to this pretty dice because I like how it looks. It's pink
Looks
and,
nice.
and gold text. Here it goes. Come on. That is a 9. You said fortitude?
Yes.
18 total.
He's so good, Troy. You can't beat Grant. Don't try. The only way you kill Grant characters is with flavor kills.
You're not poisoned. you're not poisoned.
Do a
It's so
little
great.
hobgoblin jig.
He poisons that blade, and Braven is like the perfect poison soak. It's like a massive constitution. Just like hit Braven, he'll soak it up, take one for the team, shake off its effects.
I've been conditioning myself to iocane powder for years.
Every morning I get up and I drink a vial of black adder venom just to stay on my toes.
What you do not smell is...
The creature moves as far as you know. Alfonso the Scent is no longer right there in front of you. I hate this game and all of you. It is Braven's turn.
Does the crystal ghost still need healing?
I mean, always, but I think more pressing is us getting into a darker room so we can take this thing out.
Yeah, I just don't
It's
know if
not
it'll
going to follow us,
us.
and it's going to retreat, which is fine. But like, I don't think we could stop it unless in one round we did enough massive damage to take it out.
Okay, so I'm going to try to lessen the odds of us not finding this thing. So Braven's going to move 5 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And of course, that is the space where the creature is.
Oh my God, Grant is the best!
Grant, can you move 30 feet? You are currently you're encumbered, aren't you?
Yeah, there's no way you can.
Oh, no, it's got to be true. Let me see what my current move speed is. Fuck.
You also had 2 diagonals in there, so the second
I
one.
did do 2.
Now the creature isn't there.
Yeah, it's got to be 20. It's got to be 20. It's got to be 20.
All right, move back, and the creature isn't there.
Okay. Fine.
And now I'm just sad.
I feel like you're onto something, Braven.
Oh,
That really sucks. No, I'm just going to reset him. Okay. It is Karazor's turn. Karazor.
Karen Zur is
Karen Zor.
I'm not wearing a mask. He is going to he's going to hold again to wait until someone can pinpoint where this thing is.
Makes sense. Alfonso. Senti McCenterson.
I will try to track it down, but the crystal ghost is onto something. Even if it does try to escape, it probably will not go that way. It will expose it too much. But
Now, could I know this from my role? Does a Lurker in Light have, like, teleport? Do I know? Is it like a planar traveler like that?
I think you crushed your...
it was a 26.
26. I gave you a lot of information. But you have heard that... all you know is this is not your run-of-the-mill Lurker in Light. This is some sort of magic-using Lurker in Light. Has already tried to cast spells.
Right.
So there's no reason to think that it doesn't have some sort of escape means.
okay, I will try to keep hounding it, but if we lose it for too long of a time, just watch the exits. Perhaps it will reveal itself.
Because if it doesn't have teleport, at some point it's going to have to open a door. So we could also just wait until it opens a door or attacks one of us and reveals its position. I will move with Braven and do 5, 10. So I will move to here. Am I within 5 feet of it?
No.
Okay. Then I will use my scent ability to note its direction.
To the north.
To the north. Up there! Braven! It is right by you! You're about to die! And that is that's his round. So he points up, and like with the position of the vat and everything, you think there's very few squares he could possibly be in if you closed that distance.
He actually doesn't point up, though. He points that way.
Yeah.
Like he's upstairs.
This is the north.
It is Crystal Ghost's turn.
In which vat is the remaining victim? Is it this middle one or?
No, it is the southern one.
This other one. Okay. The Crystal Ghost is going to double.
Vat's got a dude in it. Thanks, kid.
A very good version of it.
Thank you.
Also.
Yes.
The Crystal Ghost is going to move to that southern vat. It will take a double move, and that will be her turn.
Okay. Let me put a dude in that vat with the amazing pawns from Roll 20. Type to dude. Let's see what comes up.
Dude.
Oh, please be Jeff Bridges.
I know. I'd love to see
fun.
Jeff Bridges.
That would be good. Damn it. I don't have that kind of time. Token Light. There's a dude.
He looks like he's taking a dumpski.
I know.
He's shitting in the wax.
He's reading a shampoo. He's reading a shampoo bottle right now.
He is dumping in there. Look at him.
He is.
What are we not knocking here?
He's also enormous.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a large man.
It's like me taking a dump.
Yeah.
You hear a voice to the north of the room. The first world is coming. The first world is coming to Carbad. And you will be its first victims. and then silence.
And he does vanish, son of a bitch.
And you're left in this room. The makeshift altar surrounded in blood and hot fat. 2 scared children huddled together around the body of someone they know. Catalina, the Chandler, whose neck fucking exploded. 2 other dead bodies in here. Who knew who they were? They were working with this lurker in light to perform these rituals that, according to said lurker, were approved by the Baron. 3 doors leading to the south, a set of double doors leading to the east. A man taking a dump in a vat. What
The dude.
do you do?
Alfonso will open this door down here. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's get the dude out.
Yeah, let's get the dude out. And, oh man, the first world is coming. Would it stand to reason that Alfonso, I mean, he's got a pretty high intelligence, and I don't, but I'm just guessing here. But if I'm onto something, I mean, the first world is coming. This tells me, A, that he's not working really. I mean, he might be on the surface working for the Baron, but he's full of shit. And that he's preparing some sort of like uprising of like the Fae, like, summoning a satyr and all this stuff. It's sort of like the first world as in like nature, as in like the original inhabitants of this land or something like that. Does that hold any water, or am I reaching?
Do you have knowledge planes? Please.
I mean,
please. No, I don't.
no, actually I don't. That is going to be good. That is a 29 knowledge planes.
So, I mean, this is straight out of the Pathfinder wiki, and I find it so interesting, like the details in the world that Paizo's created. Do you know why it's called the First World? It's so called because it's believed to be the god's first draft of a subsequent plane that would later split into the material plane and the shadow plane.
That's why it's so goofy. That's why everything in the Fae is so goofy and doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they were like, okay, this doesn't work and this doesn't work, and so we'll do this.
This is ridiculous. Scrap it. It's just like, well, they'll just keep it around and we'll just start over using the lessons we've learned.
Can you believe humans was the finished draft?
Yeah,
It's pretty bad. It's still pretty bad.
It follows its own rules. I mean, it really is still in many ways a testing ground for the gods. Does it have anything to do with what's happening here? Well, there is some connection to the shadow plane, and there are fetchlings, Kyle, that are a major part of this. But something doesn't seem right, doesn't quite add up to everything you've seen so far, but it is definitely information to take back. To say that he's working with the Baron, though, I don't know.
Is there any relationship known between Zan Kuthan and the Fae? Nothing.
To your knowledge, no.
Okay. That's the only
What about
other...
to my knowledge? I mean, like if I had a knowledge religion roll, or is it like beyond any knowledge roll, basically?
Yeah, I mean, just your general knowledge. There's no, you can't think of any connection to Sankuthon and the Fae.
What about a knowledge local about Nidal? Is there a large Fae population that's like known of? Is it because they're an area that's like that where like Fae are there, don't go there, like that kind of thing?
There is a forest. I feel like a lot of the forests in Galarian have this weird shit going on. There's a forest just north of Karpat. I think I don't have the map in front of me. I feel like it's called the Uskwood. Did I make that up?
No, the Uskwood is definitely in Nidal. I just thought it was more centrally located than.
Let's go back to the map of
the Uskwood
Nidal real quick. The Uskwood. So, yeah, I mean, look at the names of these places. Summer Grove, Shadow Reach, the Lost Lodge. I'm sure there's some sort of Fae shit going on in there. Yeah. So there might be some connection. I mean, that is where I think that's where he said the satyr, Enofex, or whatever his name was called.
Enofex.
Enofex.
It's a good name for a satyr. It's well named. All right. Everyone gather your strength. Do we escort these people out of here, or do we research deeper into what else is under this place? I had no idea a room like this would exist down here.
Let's rescue the man and send them out, and then we'll search further.
Does anyone need healing?
Yes.
All right, I can heal everybody up, so we can escort them out, which we will do first.
Okay. Get the dude, escort him and the kids out. Can we ask them questions?
Yeah,
about,
can we interrogate them really intensely?
Sure. Like under a hot
sit
light.
them down?
Yeah,
we
split the children up. Split them up. What's your story? Your buddy already ratted you out. Said you were down here stealing candles.
Eventually, that light that was on the throne starts to go out after that creature left. And you realize, Alfonso, as you start to think more and more, the only reason it was able to be invisible was because of the daylight spell that it cast on that. It was able to blend with the light.
God, yeah, we have such a cool party, but we don't have really proper casters at all, and like, it'd be so amazing to have like a wizard like battle back with darkness. It'd be so cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, you want to talk to the Kiards.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a little girl. She is Olya, the daughter of Lucian and Olya Groy, captain of the guard, and his wife.
Oh, look at that. We saved her.
You saved her.
Yeah.
But she has permanent wax poisoning and will never be the same.
Wax poisoning. Grant, you know your camera died, right?
I'm aware.
It's funny because like it came up as battery exhausted. And it's like your battery's exhausted.
Right. No. Grant's done for the night.
I was I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Too bad you spent all that money on that camera and didn't get a plug. Hey, look at old smiling Mickey.
Staggering to me that you don't plug that in every
I think it got knocked out is what happened.
Oh, okay.
It's not that this hasn't happened in a very long time.
Yeah, I know it never happened. So I was wondering if like every time you're like, I'm gonna ride the snake. Like every time, see if the battery will last. Like I think it can do it. I love this battery.
It's the only way I can get aroused these days.
Push it to the limit.
Living here on the edge.
So we asked Olya what happened, like how we know she was in her yard, but who took her? What happened? Like who brought her down here?
She tells you that Catalina, the Chandler, invited her here. She said, "Come with me," and there she is, my friend. We buy candles from her, my mama and my papa. She is always very nice. She told me, "Come, I must show you my new candle of a fairy princess." I say, "Okay." She came to my backyard. We came here, and then she left me in this room with these horrible creatures. And little boy, who identifies as Zona, pipes up, and he says, the same thing happened to me. I was at my father's butcher shop, and she comes in. I think she's going to buy some meat, and she says, "No, I have a candle I think you would like to see. It's a big slab of meat candle, and I love meat. She knows this. So I come, I look at the candle, and then she brings me downstairs, and here we are." And the other guy says, "My name's Delian, and I really like candles. And I don't know, I just got a thing for them. So I came in here, and one thing led to another, and last thing I remember, I was taking a shit in that vat, and here we are."
I would love to smell that poopery later.
They all kind of tell you that like something happened when she brought them down here, where they just felt like suggestions in their head that made them feel like they should do things, and like they willingly walked into the vats. They willingly let the wax get over her, and so you think, oh, this thing must have cast some sort of dominate person spell on them to have them do this stuff.
So it was within all these people's nature to get into a giant vat of wax. Okay,
I guess so. Well, they rolled their save again, and they failed.
Okay,
They love candles that much. That's how far they would go if pushed.
It's like that thing when you put the candle wax on your fingers and you make the little like wax finger caps.
Everyone loves that.
Everyone loves that.
Especially children and shitting adults.
Right. This was my dream, says Delian. I wanted to get in there and let it all out, and I really made a bad decision at the end of the day. You don't want to look in that vat, by the way. It's a horrible scene. But
I'll go in there. I'll go in there.
Thank you for saving me. I am going to go. Quick question. I don't think you're from around here. Do you know any neighboring towns that have good chandleries?
No, I'm sorry. We do not.
No. All right, well.
We're not from around here either. Wait,
that's fine.
You said that. You're not from around here either.
No, I am. I mainly come here, but it seems like they're going to close up shop for a couple weeks, and I need my fix. You know what? It's fine. I'll just explore. Oh, my stomach is rumbling. Anyways, nice to meet you. Thanks for saving my life. And he walks out.
Perhaps we should escort the children home, and then we could return here if we are feeling up to it.
Sure. On my sheet, I have a potion of lesser restoration. Did I use that already and just not mark it off? Or did I use somebody else's restoration?
Someone used it. I think we used both of them.
Yeah, I think we used 2 because I remember Joe rolled like a 1 and you rolled max.
Oh, yeah.
I believe we used one in the previous Maj, Hot Maj, and then we used one this time as well.
Hot Maj. All right, so do you take the kids home and then come back to explore, or what do you do?
How far is it?
It's not far.
Could we send them running and watch them?
Yeah.
I want to take him back. To Olia and the father? Come on. I want to get another look at the father. Now that I've seen this corpse, I want to get a closer look at the father.
All right, so you're here. If you look at the map, you're at this house, and their house is right to the north of the river where the bridge is. It's not very far.
So I also feel like we after there could be other people down here. Like we can't. I think we can't leave yet.
Okay.
I mean, we're talking about 10 minutes, right?
But who knows what's in these? Who knows what's in these other doors? It could be people. It could be people dominated. It could be more children.
Yeah, we could just let children walk around in a rioting city.
Have Delian take them.
They could wait. Yeah, that guy seems real trustworthy.
Where do they live? I can take these kids. You guys like candles?
What is going on with the Crystal Ghost? I don't understand this.
I gotta make a couple stops if you don't mind, but then I'll take you home.
All right. Well, do you want to tell them to just stay here and wait for us?
Yeah. Let's do that.
There could be a drowning man in one of these rooms.
Yes.
All right. You sure you don't want me to take the kids? I gotta visit my bookie and pick up some moonshine from a friend. But then I got a couple other weird things I gotta do. But then I'll take the kids home.
It's all right. Go visit your bookie.
Yeah.
All right.
As long as you share a little bit of the moonshine with the children and let them place a $5 on Buffalo.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you put 5 gold on the Jets against the spread, please?
It's good shine, and I'll think about it. Anyways, if you need me, the name's Delian. See ya.
What was his deal?
All right.
Write that down.
Good luck, children. I hope you make it.
Why would I write it down, Karazor?
Put it in the book. That's an amazing quip. I would put
What
it
book
down.
are you talking about?
Oh, right. That wasn't you. Well, if you see your friend, tell her to write it down.
Is someone writing a book?
I don't know. I lose track.
In the distance, you hear children screaming.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, we open the
Sound of
door.
an animal ripping flesh. Which door? 1, 2, or 3?
Hold on. Hold your horses. Okay. So we're going to hand wave healing. All right. Everybody's healed up. And we'll just count the charges later. I have a wand of cure light.
Okay, great.
And as long as we have time, I can keep rolling the UMD checks until they're successful.
All right. The Crystal Ghost will open open door number 1.
Door number
Door number 1. Okay.
Could you?
Whoa.
You open door number 1, and it's a small room, 10 by 10. Looks like it's filled with cotton cord and twine, cleaning supplies, raw wax, organic resins. Obviously, all the stuff that goes into making candles, things that would really be only of interest to other chandlers or traders of these types of materials. However, there is a body laying on the ground covered in a thin layer of wax.
Dead?
Unmoving. Frozen.
The Crystal Ghost will try to peel some of the wax off of the face, so if they are alive, they can breathe again.
Peel some wax off the face, and you see a woman, and she is dead.
All right.
Could I examine her a little closer to see if it was like suffocation from the wax or if like her neck exploded?
Yeah, roll a heal check.
You know, I'm not good at that. That's not my thing. 15.
15.
Super
her,
high roll.
Her neck looks fine, but she's been dead a little bit.
Like how long? Like a day or two or like weeks?
No, longer than a day, less than weeks.
Okay.
Oh, it smells horrible in here. My advanced senses. I gotta get off here.
And he'll move to the next door.
Next door, same scene, except there's 2 bodies.
Oh, no.
Rag over the face.
Cursory examination, similar examination. Any bloated necks?
No bloated necks. Looks to be 2 men. They look like strong men. Similar in appearance. Like they might be related.
2 brothers. Father and son, perhaps. Interesting.
He writes it down in his journal.
All right, third door.
Next door.
One second.
Oh, dear. Never mind. We don't have to do this one. What?
Okay.
I thought he was like, this room leads to an even worse combat.
Let me get up my initiative tracker.
Okay. There is another 2 bodies in the last room. Looks to be a man and a woman. Same situation. All dead. All stripped of their belongings.
I don't understand. I can't put it together.
Can I maybe roll like an intelligence check or something like that? Because like what I'm trying to figure out is like if he's sending people to ineffects, are these like failed experiments? Otherwise, why is he keeping them? Why does he just get rid of the bodies? Like
Roll a wisdom or intelligence. Anyone can do that.
I'll do an intelligence check.
It's just aren't they just sacrifices? And then
I mean, I never got the sense that they were sacrificing. I thought that here's what I
am going to sacrifice these people to bring in effects into the world.
Yeah, you see a big bloody altar, and you know that he's already called the satyr from the first world. So most likely these were the sacrifices for that ritual, and the children and the pooper.
Why the wax
for the next?
Why do you need to dip them in wax?
Why not?
Why are you yucking other people's yums, Joe?
I'm just trying to wrap my head around why they needed to
maybe
take over the chandlery to do this ritual.
Maybe it's a scent thing to keep them from being detected.
Well, there's also the link. It's tallow throat is the name of the disease.
I know,
tallow is used in making candles, so I don't know if there's an actual connection there. I mean, there must be.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't feel like it's as simple as simple human sacrifice to this satyr or for this ritual. Like, wax has to be involved somehow.
I don't know what the connection to wax is, but I think we can pretty confidently say that they were human sacrifices used to bring in effect.
Yeah, sure, but then why are you keeping them in these rooms like this? Doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't you get rid of them?
Presumably, they don't want to attract attention.
Well, were they using the byproducts of the people to make further wax? Like, you used animal fat normally to make soap and wax, right? That's what tallow is? Like, were they doing some gross thing? And I don't know. I can't figure it out either.
What do you do?
Can we break them out of their shells and search their bodies?
Yeah. So if you take some time and strip all the wax away, they have nothing on them. They're not wearing any armor. They have no items. They look like they've been stripped of any valuables that they had. But you don't see any in those rooms, at least.
No ID? No IDs?
No ID. Like I said, now you see it's two men. They look to be of a similar age, maybe a couple years apart. Very similar features. There's got to be some sort of relation. A man and woman, and then just a woman.
Well, see, now we have another thing to think about, which is how public do we want to make this? Because if we know he's working with the Baron, we'll get back. Do we want to?
Or so he claims.
Or so he claims. We're pretty weak. We probably couldn't take on the Baron right now.
Yeah.
I think we should. Ask the Baron. I mean, I sensed motive on him. I didn't get any sense that he was like trying to kill everyone in his barony. Like, he might be desperately seeking solutions that are, he might be saying like, sure, just like you did with us, just take care of it. Just do what you need to do to help this situation. And he's not overseeing properly.
Or he could also be involved in summoning creatures from the first world to this one. He casts no shadow, remember?
Yeah. I guess I'm just not that scared to like ask him, is all I'm saying. And see what his reaction is, rather than like work around him and like try to like sleuth out what he's up to.
It might be, maybe you're right about being the most direct, but it might be a safer approach to ask the Baroness first, who doesn't seem to be totally insane like the Baron does. And see
but she also doesn't seem to be involved at all. Like,
true.
She seems to be shut out by him.
True.
Making her innocent, I think, in this whole thing, unless she's full of shit too. But we didn't get that sense. Though I don't know if we rolled sense motive on her being, like a evil overlord. Like, we sort of rolled sense motive on her when she intimated that he was going downhill. We rolled sense motive if she's being mistreated or not, and we didn't see that she was lying about that. But she might not be being mistreated, but is in league with him in this whole plot.
Or she could be responsible for everything. Like, her arrival as the spouse, as the betrothed, she could be the influence that caused all the shit to go down here and everyone to die and then the disease. Like, she could be source one, technically. We don't know.
Do we have any other extant leads as an alternative to walking into the potential supervillain's lair and asking him if he's evil?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think I'm ready for that fight yet.
They asked us if he mentioned that we were welcome to go see the Church of Zon-Kuthon to speak to the practitioners there, but I don't know what lead would be following on outside of asking questions.
Let's go back to the Carpad map here. Yeah, there is the Temple of Zon-Kuthon, which, if you need any type of healing, might be an option for you. Because you guys don't have an option for strength healing, right?
Right.
Right. Yeah. We could also. We still haven't visited Shade Town, have we?
You have not gone to Shade Row, no.
Shade Row.
I mean, yeah, that's something we should maybe check out first too. I would love to get my strength back. I feel weak as a cub, as I've said. Plus, with these glasses, I already look like a nerd.
No. There's, you guys are up here near the bend in the river. Obviously, the middle of town is where that scene, that miscarriage of justice, was about to go down. Right to the north of the bridge that separates Shade Row and Boroy Manor from the rest of the town is where Lucien Groy and the whole city watches. And then over to the west here, standing all by itself, is the impressive and ominous Temple of Zon-Kuthon. That's still on the side of the river that you're on. And then obviously Shade Row to the south of the river on the other side, and then back to Boroy Manor at the top of the hill, overlooking it all.
And don't we still have double doors down here, or did we figure out?
Yeah, there is a set of double doors.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we could try that. Kids, hold on just a minute.
Yes.
1 minute more.
Be patient. We are working our way through this.
Actually, come in here. Take a look at this.
Yes. Would you open that door for us and tell us what you see inside?
No. Look at these. See that? This is why you don't play with candles. All right? If someone tries to dominate you in future, just say, that's against my nature. All right? Now get out of here.
Just say it's against my nature.
You open the double doors, and as you do, the giant vat of wax, the only one that was still bubbling, tips over and fills the space outside of the doors with hot, burning wax just over your heads. It tips over your heads as you open the door. A trap that would have set off had someone come in from the back. And had Karazor rolled a higher perception when he climbed up the hill, you would have seen that there was a back entrance into this place, which would have meant, you could have avoided the shadows, at least it's to when you fought the lurker, but you would have been possibly hit by this horrible trap.
Very interesting. Cool.
I'm actually, I guess it would make a difference, but I feel like we would have had a worse time doing this battle first, and then because I know we would have explored everything, and like fighting those shadow things after this battle feels worse to me for some reason.
All right. So
what is it? What is the next step? You want to go to Shade Row? You want to go to the temple? Perhaps we go to the temple and see if they can help us with your strength, Karazor. Get your strength back up.
And mine.
And hers.
Yeah, let's go. Oh my God. Are you shitting me? To the Temple of Zon-Kuthon, the god of pain? Okay.
We're not asking him to heal our pain. We're asking Zon-Kuthon to heal our strength, which we need to inflict pain upon ourselves, so I don't see any conflict of interest.
Sure. I'm sure nobody in there is going to be like, you want to cut yourself for a little bit? Just for a little bit. Do it and I'll heal you your strength. It's like, come on,
I think we're going to have to heal our strength by getting like Celtic tribal tattoos on our biceps in like a painful tattooing ceremony. That'll give us back all our strength. It's a very Zon-Kuthonian.
This is like if you have a toothache and you go to the dentist from Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, so you head to the Temple of Zon-Kuth to see if for kind of a kill two birds with one stone. You guys need some sort of strength healing, some of you, but you also it's a point of interest that might be worth investigating. So you head there, you cross through town. You drop the children off at their respective homes. You see Olya grab little Olya and embrace her. It's like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. You see the butcher be like, get in the back, cut some meat, you son of a bitch. Don't ever leave again. That meat's not going to cut himself. And then he backhands him and goes into his shop.
Oh, my God.
And
he loves meat.
He loves it.
He loves it.
And then you cross through past all of the watch buildings and approach this ominous temple. There's a graveyard surrounding this austere, spired building. You see imagery of skulls and chains carved in riotous profusion onto the tombstones, onto the building itself. The building is just this like black monolithic stone edifice. There are mausoleums lining the edge of the cemetery as well, each emblazoned with that Boroi crest and dozens of names. The gravedigger walks about, kind of gives you a look, and then she goes about her business. You stand in front of the doors to the temple. What do you do?
This is so metal. It's like Norwegian stuff, the hard stuff. Karazor is going to throw open the doors as best he can with his weakened strength. It's like, help, please. I pledge allegiance and service to Karazor. Zonkuthon to the end of my days. I'll do anything.
The door slides open. It's a heavy, heavy door. Just creaks open. Sound echoes throughout the rest of the chamber. And you look in to see a sanctuary that's similarly adorned to the outside, skulls, chains. If you've been to Catholic churches that have all of the stained glass of like the stages of the cross, imagine that, but it's just scenes of like horrific, what's the word of it? Like torture. Yeah, and self-flagellation and all sorts of horrible things.
Sounds a lot like the Stations of the Cross, Troy.
The Stations of the Cross.
Yeah.
It's the Stations of the Cross.
Just imagine like the end times of Jesus, but with like torture, you know?
Right. Yeah.
It's a Catholic church.
It's a Catholic church.
Saint Simon, instead of grabbing the cross from Jesus, just hits him harder. That's his
He just starts punching him on the cross.
It's so funny to think about that now, looking back on that. That is so funny. Like just that like those symbols of like the crown of thorns, because I still remember it. Like it's pressed into his head, and he's like wailing, and like blood is streaming down his face in the stained glass window, and you're just like, oh yeah. So that that happened, and he did that. And he's the best. You know what I mean? Like I never like looked into it as like this is fucked up. That like you're showing this to kids, like little kids.
Yeah, you would let me watch a movie with this in it, and yet every Sunday we're here to get dressed up, and you tell me stories about it.
Yeah, I love that version. So that happened, and he's the best.
Yeah. I just it never occurred to me that was like horrific, horrible torture. I mean, the nailing to the cross did. That was always awful. But the crown of thorns, for some reason, I was like, oh, well, he's a king. He's the best.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Well, and I get that it's remembering what happened exactly, but like wearing the instrument of his death around your neck at all times is a little strange. If you take a step back and think about it, you're wearing like a torture instrument on. Anyway,
that's what Bill Hicks had a bit about that. He said like you wouldn't walk up to Jackie Onassis with a little pendant of a Mannlicher Carcano rifle on your.
Rest in peace, Bill Hicks.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Well, I think it's more of a symbol of standing up to tyrants, right? Isn't that? That's probably what it.
Yeah,
No.
by letting them torture and kill you.
Yeah, I mean, but the point is that anyway, you're supposed to, as a Christian, remember that he lost his life for your salvation. So you're always supposed to remember. Right. That's why it's so important to Catholics, anyway.
What are we talking about?
I don't know why we got into this.
It's because you're in a church.
We're in a church.
Yeah.
It's called reverence, Matthew.
Setting the church mood.
Walking with reverence.
Walking with reverence. You walk in here, and I mean, there's Megadeth playing, just echoing through signs of torture, scenes of torture and demons, and people like chopping off their hands and their foot and their limbs and their genitals. It's fucking metal. And you see at the far end of this sanctuary, this long black basalt, dark as fuck chamber. An overweight man hunched over at the altar, mumbling to himself.
Pardon me.
He's like 70, 80 feet away. But your pardon me echoes. Pardon me, pardon me, pardon me, pardon me, pardon me.
If you're not too busy, we'd like to speak to the cleric of this establishment.
I am him. Let me guess. You're sick. Everyone is sick nowadays. Step forward, I'm old. I can't barely hear you.
The Crystal Ghost will walk forward.
As will Karazor.
And Braven.
And Alfonso.
You walk forward, and eventually the man turns around. Overweight guy. Not as old as he sounds, but probably like 50s or so. He's got a facial tat, like Mike Tyson style, coming down one side of his face, and a bunch of nose piercings that start like at his lower nose and go all the way up into his forehead. Bald scalp with like burn marks around that look to be patterned, like purposely burned into his scalp. He just looks at you with like a crooked eye. Are you sick?
No, actually, we are not suffering from the tallow throat.
Ah. Well, then you can count yourself lucky. I've been smothered in requests for healing with this tallow throat, this plague all over Carpad. What brings you here if not for healing?
Well, we are in the employ of the Baron. And we ran into a bit of trouble, and a few of us, our strength has been a bit sapped.
We're very weak.
We're very weak.
And poor. We couldn't possibly pay you.
Oh, so good.
You work for the Baron. What do you do for him?
We're investigating the disappearances around town.
Oh, yes, there's always a disappearances when it has to do with the Baron.
Oh.
Not surprising that you'd be investigating something for him. The Baron is just whatever he does for the Baron.
There have been disappearances before.
Yes, it started with his brothers. Disappearance, just death. We didn't even give them a proper funeral. He's not the man that his father was, nor his brother that should have taken the place of the Baron when his father passed. He claimed that the funerary rites were performed in the family shrine in Borroy Manor. That is not how things are done. It should be performed here, under the eyes of the Prince of Pain. Not there. I should preside over it. I only saw them when the coffins were brought here for the gravedigger Fustra to inter them in the family crypt. Now I understand the Baron has much on his mind, but this is Nidal. This whole country exists to serve the Midnight Lord. We cannot just balk tradition. But
This is not why you're here. Listen to me pontificate about the way things should be done and the way things are done. You say you're sick, you need healing, but you have no coin. That's fine. I do not take coin. No. If it is healing you want, strength, you say, is sapped, I might be able to reach.
Well, yes, a bit of restoration would do us some good. And now, listen, there's no reason you shouldn't be compensated, but just send the bill to the Baron.
Oh, yes.
He's offered to cover our expenses.
Well, no, this is a bill that no other man can pay. It is not coin I seek, for I do not do the healing. I just am a conduit. My soul and the Midnight Lords. I will heal you, but you must pay the price. You must give a piece of yourself. How much healing would you like? How much strength do you need? Will you give a finger, a toe, an arm, a leg? Or perhaps something more precious? What are you willing to give in order to be healed? And we'll see you next week.
Oh my God. I was so in the zone and you ruined it. Oh, you ruined it.
No.
How much?
I was about to start cutting shit off.
I know.
How much will you take for a hangnail?
Yeah.
Is there like a chart for like how much healing we get per body part? Like,
Sure, right over here. Gosh.
What about a Brazilian waxing? I could really use a tidying up there. That's painful.
Technically part of the body.
That's all you like. Really, really painful, but doesn't involve any kind of amputation. Like, what if I just stuck my toe real hard?
You can pull it, but it still has to be very painful.
You're like a.
Oh, thanks for hanging out, everybody. We'll see you
Thanks,
next
guys.
week.
Thanks,
You are
guys.
the best.
See you at the after
everybody.
party. Take it easy.